Well, hello there. Welcome back. Happy Friday the 13th. Welcome if it's your first time here. And don't get all crazy faced because it's a full moon and it's Friday the 13th because I was actually born on Friday the 13th and I like to think that I'm pretty dope, right? And my birthday is a month away, so you know the vibes. Um, if it's your first time here, hello, my name is Gibbs. How you doing? Welcome to the page. Come on in, come on in. How you? Yeah, give me some, all that good stuff. And if it's you returning, man, welcome back, player. You know what it is, player. Thank you for being here, regardless. Um, as you can probably see, I'm kind of tired. I worked on set today, which I don't think I mentioned that yesterday. That I am a freelance uh production person, like in the filming industry, behind the scenes and all that stuff right there. Like I work in that field, so I was on set today and it was pretty dope. So I think one day I'm gonna take y'all with me on set. I think that'll be a nice vibe, some nice footage of what I can show you. Um, it won't be no names or no shows or nothing like that, but I'll show you some things. I can't wait to show you. I'm big on the BTS when it comes to being on set. As you can see, if you didn't see my reel on YouTube, whatever you call it, I showed when I did Married to Medicine. Um, yeah, just check it out if you haven't. I think it's pretty dope. Um, but yeah, welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome in. This is day 6. Day 6. 2 hands on them. Man, and I've been bragging about y'all. I've been bragging about doing this. I've been telling everybody, like, I started my YouTube. And, so I appreciate everybody who's viewed me thus far. And I appreciate everybody who's coming. Yesterday we spoke about some things. We laughed a little bit. I got to show y'all some B-roll. And I'm actually going to show you some stuff that we shot from the other day. I'm just trying to figure out which day I want to throw that in. And I also want to do, like, another day of going just out to shoot. Because when I tell you it was so... Oh man, you never really know things until you actually do it, and that was everything that I needed. Like I needed to go out and just shoot, and just to play with my FX6. Like I haven't played with it yet. Didn't feel real ready, but that's a point that I got for you today. With that being said, let's dive right in. So in my opinion, well, it's not just my opinion; it's what I'm living. Life has been like a teacher. Like a teacher that, I love this teacher, but it's like, man, you be going hard on me. And it's only because I believe that there is something bigger calling me. Like, it ain't even about just the things that you ask for, but it's about the levels of severity that you can take, if that makes sense. The things that you can take that other people can't, I feel like. And I'm not saying that other people aren't, but I feel like some things I handle that other people can't. I've seen myself through some things with God, of course, that other people can't. So I think it's like I'm preparing for something, right? Like, I don't know, the way life's been doing me. I've learned lessons, and it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy. But I found that when I slow down and when I reflect and just really think about it, those lessons are actually exactly what I need to grow. I've caught myself in moments where it's like, man, I could remember if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have been able to handle this like I just did. And that's like a moment where I've learned to, yo, good job. Like, that was some growth. For me, it's one thing for other people to tell me all the time, like, I see this in you. And for me, I don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, for me, I'm like, man, I know something's in me. I know something's there. But for other people to call it out and I don't feel it, it kind of bothers me sometimes. That's just my truth. Not saying that I don't want nobody to point it out, but like, excuse me, that's just what it is. I'm going to take a second to drink some water. Told you I had a long day, but I had to get, hold on. When you vibing with a new, situation, and you just want to tell everybody about her or him, because they just like that dope of a vibe. Even if it's just like a friend, somebody that you just met and you just like, bruh, this, like, I vibe with this person, right? That's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like I found something that's just like, I vibe with it. Like, I like doing this. I enjoy it. I used to wonder all the time, how can people just talk to a camera? But then it's just like, you just FaceTiming your friends. Yeah, we friends. I think we should be friends. I don't have a lot of friends. A lot of my friends are young and they can't go drink with me. So I need some friends that I can hang out with. But let's get back to it. The lessons. Today I just want to share a few things that life has been teaching me lately. Some small, some big. But I think more than anything, they're meaningful. And I just want to, if any way I can use this platform to help somebody to keep from doing the things that I did, or to just give you a different perspective when you're handling things, because I've been, I'm an Aries moon, so I move off my emotions. If you don't know what that means, you should look into it. But I'm an Aries moon, and I used to just real quick, so I'm understanding there's different ways to respond. And yeah, I want to talk to y'all about it, if that's okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give you the top 3. Okay. Like, the first one, I will say rest. Listen, being 35, I don't know if you can see the grays, but the grays be graying. I gotta get a retwist or a tape or something before I show y'all my hair. But the grays be graying, right? I don't feel like I rest. Well, you can see my eyes. I don't feel like I rest enough. I know I don't rest enough, because a lot of the times I feel like I'm like wasting time, or I'm not missing out on something, but I could be doing something productive. You know what I mean? Rest. I used to feel guilty. I used to feel so guilty about laying down. Like I just said, it just feels like I'm not doing something. I'm not doing enough. You know what I mean? But with my old age, I need knees and their back. Ooh. I have learned, I have understood that rest is needed. Rest is where you recharge, where you refocus. I think without it, we can't show up and be our best selves. I've learned that if I ain't got no sleep and I ain't get up in my time that I usually get up, oh man, I'm grumpy. It ain't even about the food. It's not about the coffee. I didn't get my rest. Yeah. So that's the first one. The second one is not everything needs a solution. And that's so hard for me to like even be able to admit, because I'm a problem solver. Like, I am a problem solver. I love puzzles. I love putting things together, breaking it down, figuring it out. I'm a problem solver big time, but I'm understanding that I have to reflect on accepting the things that I can't control. Like, I could easily feel some type of way about something, but the person that kind of made me feel that type of way doesn't have to feel what I feel in that moment. I don't have to control that. Or when it comes to finding gigs in the filmmaking industry, it's kind of hard, especially during the winter time. It's kind of hard to find something, but I'm not in control of that. I don't know what you believe, but in my instance, God is. God is in control of that for me. So I've really learned. Oh man, I have really learned that not everything needs to be fixed. Like, sitting in uncomfortable emotions instead of running from them has taught me so much. And I didn't mean that. I do this all the time. I'm sorry. Sitting in uncomfortable emotions without running from them has grown me 100%. That should have been my number one. Sitting in uncomfortable emotions needs to happen. You need to, because that's you're growing from it. Like, think about the things that you put into the ground, it don't want to stay in that little, it gotta, but you have to sit in it. You have to sit in it. You have to feel it. You have to understand it. You have to know that when it comes up again, oh, I know exactly what this is. Call a thing a thing. And that's when you take control of it. Again, it's not about control, but I think it's something different. It's about letting go. Right? So not everything needs a solution, right? And the big three, in my opinion, lastly, is gratitude. Now I'm grateful because I've come from nothing. So I'm grateful. But it is a different level to understand gratitude. Like, I could be doing so much worse. I have been in situations where I was doing so much worse. Gratitude, man. It's even on my hardest days, finding joy, finding just one thing to be grateful for has shifted my mindset. My nieces and nephews, oh man, gratitude, because they crazy about me. They love me at the end of the day, flaws and all. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big thing. It shifts your mindset. It doesn't erase the struggle. You know what I mean? But it reminds you. It doesn't erase the struggle, but it reminds you that there is still light at the end of that tunnel. You just gotta get there. You hear me? There is light at the end of that tunnel. You just gotta get there. So don't slow up. Don't ease up. Don't stop. You could be tired, but I need you to act like your life depends on it. You need to realize that your life depends on it. Keep going. Yeah. So, we're going to break down the 3 again. Rest. You need to be rested. Rest. Right? Everything doesn't need a solution. You don't need to be fixing everything. Everybody ain't got to be captain. You know what the word is that go right there. Right? Yes. And gratitude, man. Be thankful that you ain't got to fix everything. And be even more thankful that you can rest. Be grateful, man. Be grateful out here. Because some people ain't doing that well. Some people ain't strong enough to push through. You got to be grateful for that in you. Those are just a few things that I wanted to share with y'all that life has been teaching me. And I would really love it if you was to tell me some things that life has been teaching you. Let me know. Let me in. What's something you've learned that has helped you grow? Something like that's really, you know exactly what it is when it happens. Let me know. Like, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. I love to hear from you. I love to hear about you. I would love to know your story. Hey, we here. We doing it, man. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm telling you, this is all I really wanted to do today, but I had a long day, and it was great. It was fantastic. I'll tell y'all about it another time. Probably after whatever it is drops, right? However, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And I really wanted to say, more than anything, man, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing me. You don't know what that means. And it goes such a long way. Such a long way. Right? Until then, take care of yourself. And remember, it's the little lessons that bring on the big growth. Yeah. And what else? What's the last thing? We must create to elevate and then illuminate. Why? Because once you shine your light, it's going to get somebody else to shine theirs too. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all have a good night, man. Have a good weekend. And I said happy Friday the 13th. Right? Have a good night. Be safe out there and don't get in no trouble.